Always alerting, always tracking. This is Next Weather.
Well, no matter the time, it seems like it's going to be pretty warm coming up, right, Shane?
That's right. I mean, it's a very similar pattern that we've been sitting in, right? You know, I kind of like that last story, though, in regard to you see what your parents do and you kind of copy them. You know, my parents were always looking up in the sky. My dad was.
And there you are.
And now here I am, a meteorologist, looking up at the sky all the time. Hey, happy birthday, Dad, if you're watching right now.
Wow.
Lower 70s right here in South Florida, though. Very mild and comfortable evening that we are tracking right now. Winds from the east and southeast at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. You can see that radar, nice and quiet. It's going to continue to be that way, not only throughout the night, but really throughout the next several days as we've, let's be honest, kind of settled into a really boring weather pattern, has it not been? I mean, it's been feeling like Groundhog Day since Groundhog Day. It's been very copy, paste, repeat. Now, if you recall, this morning we had a dense fog advisory that was in effect for much of South Florida. Tonight, we don't have a dense fog advisory, but we could still see some fog develop further inland. The reason why we're not as concerned with it here along southeast Florida's coastline is because our wind is going to be a little bit breezier than what we were tracking just 24 hours ago. That doesn't mean we can't see some patchy fog develop and even some reduced visibility, especially down in Key West, but I don't think we're going to have as many impacts to your commute, especially along the immediate coastline. As we wake up tomorrow morning, we'll be greeted by temperatures in the mid to upper 60s. It'll be just a couple of degrees warmer than average for this time of February. As we walk you through the day tomorrow, you'll notice that we're still staying on the dry side, partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies, and highs still peaking in the lower 80s. Very similar to what we saw today. You're kind of getting the gist of everything here, right? Area-wide, we still continue our trend of above average temperatures as well, as we're just not able to get any cooler air to filter into South Florida. There are no cold fronts on the horizon for us that are actually going to be able to push this far south. So maybe you're someone who is taking advantage of the nice beach conditions or maybe even the nice water conditions. We've only got a light chop on top for tomorrow. Sea heights up to 2 feet for the Atlantic water and winds fairly calm there. Winds are going to be a little bit breezier for my folks out in the Florida Keys, 10 to 15 knots. Those sea heights still up to 2 feet. We'll start with a light chop, but as the wind picks up, we could develop a moderate chop. Now let's talk about those rain chances. They're pretty slim to none. We didn't have anything today, and then as we go throughout the next several days, we are going to stay on the drier side. Now we can never rule out one of those stray showers that kind of blows in from the Atlantic. As we make our way toward the weekend, that's when we really start to see that wind shift from the southeast and help to elevate those rain chances to about a 10% chance. Nothing significant here, with afternoon highs still remaining in the lower 80s all the way through at least the middle of next week.